Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavin.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Attack on Titan Season 3, Episode 6, or Episode 43, called Sin.
Do you think this sin was the beginning of the Titans?
Oh, the original Sin.
That's where
Titan
mine,
style.
That's where mine went. Can be a little history lesson in this episode.
Maybe. We're always wrong. That would be good, but who knows?
I was thinking about the coup d'etat that they had. I think these things are fascinating when they happen because somebody always has a better idea, but it's generally just a different idea. Not to say there aren't bad leaders or people who are in charge who shouldn't be, but I'm curious if they can execute on a better vision now that they're in charge. We'll see how that goes. It's never as easy as you think it's going to be.
Everybody always thinks it's easy and then you're in power and you're like, wait, what?
Might have to make this decision. There's these factors to weigh. It's not as easy. And again, I think the 6 that were sitting there were schmucks, but you don't know what they were dealing with, what information they have. We still don't know about the Titans in the wall. So I'm curious how they're going to get that information. Like, are they going to torture those guys? Like, clearly that's...
Well, it's the Wallace that know about that, right? Or the...
Well, the royalty, they do too. So, you know, what information don't they have that they need to get? How are they going to get it? Are you making decisions with half information? Like, there's just so much to think about.
Erwin's still alive, though.
Yeah.
So that is such a relief. And are we going to figure out what Rod Rice is up to?
I think so.
Eren is in his power room.
His dungeon. His basement dungeon.
So let's see, is it a history lesson? Are we staying in the present? Either way, it'll be good, I think.
Let's go.
So let's do it. Season 3, Episode 6 of Attack on Titan is coming right now.
Eren, 起きたの？もう少し辛抱してね。大丈夫だから。
無事だったか、ヒストリア。
エレン、聞いて。私のお父さんはこれまでもこれからもこの壁に残された人類すべての味方なの。私たちには誤解があったんだよ。確かに彼らは調査兵団の邪魔をしたし、ニック司祭は彼らに殺された。でもお父さんはそうするしかなかった。
She drank the Kool-Aid?
ヒストリア。あとは私から説明しよう。
How did he get away?
思い出したぞ。確か俺の最後の記憶はこの2人だった。どのくらい時間が経った？兵長、アルミ、調査兵団は今どうなってる？この壁、なんだ？
Titan juice.
時間が全くわからねえ。いや、そうじゃなくて、俺はここに来たことがある。
どうした？君はここに来るのは初めてだぞ。だが見覚えがあっても不思議ではない。
どういう意味だ？
お父さん、エレンに説明を。
ああ、そのつもりだ。だが一つ試してみようと思ってな。こうすれば彼は思い出すかもしれない。
Is this real life?
これはなんだ？俺の見たものじゃない。違う。誰の記憶だ？
You were right about the girl.
この鍵、これはまさか。
That's his dad. His dad got attacked.
父さん。
Okay, hold
I have
on.
full body chills.
I don't normally do this, but I need to watch those memories again. I don't think I picked everything up.
No, I definitely didn't. I was gonna tell you to walk me through it all.
Okay.
だが一つ試してみようと思ってな。
So what's their memory ability?
思い出すかもしれない。
Okay, can we just like walk through this? Okay, so
Okay,
this was in the church.
So this is gotta be Rice's family.
Yes, this is them praying in the church
Okay.
or whatever. That's the girl we saw brushing her hair. Okay, let's look at these people. Okay, so it's Rod. That's
So
the
that's
girl.
that's his whole family. Aaron's not here.
No, but that's the girl we saw in the looking
Brushing
in the
her
mirror.
hair.
Yeah, yeah.
なんだ
So
俺の見たものじゃない
So she turns into a Titan.
違う
She
Eats them
grabs
all.
one of. Yeah, she's the one who ate them. That was the Nick.
yeah.
Was that Nick? Or was that one
That
of
was
the...
Aaron's or Erwin's friend, I thought.
No.
No.
Erwin's friend had a Patrick Mahomes type haircut.
Got it.
Or was that the guy that was tortured or like held prisoner by Honji?
Right. But this is the
This
key
is the key to the basement.
Do we think the basement is the church?
Or where they are, maybe.
Okay.
この鍵
So somebody's injecting him with something? Or somebody has a syringe maybe to extract his blood?
Maybe.
これは
But this makes me think
This is
he
his
was
first
injected
trans-
and then he transforms.
But that doesn't look like him. That looks like a different Titan.
Yeah, but you
And
Okay.
oh, so maybe that was
He ate-
Aaron as his original form, and then he ate his own dad.
that's what I think happened. But he looks younger than when because did we not see an interaction between Dr. Yeager and Aaron?
In like episode 1.
Yeah, but what was the time frame of that?
That was right. That was when Wall Maria was breached the 5 years ago.
This looks more than 5 years ago.
Yeah. And then who is that? Aaron's original Titan body? Is that
Maybe.
his dad's arm? Those are his dad's glasses.
父さん
Wow.
どうだ
You're gonna have to spell it out for me, Rod.
思い出したか父親の罪を
So, what are you inferring from that statement? That his dad made him into a Titan and then Aaron cannibalized his dad and killed him? Or did I just make up that second part?
I would infer that from what I saw as well, but somehow him interacting with his dad, the timeline doesn't fit to me. Unless I'm
But remember, at the very beginning, when all that happened, his dad left, had the key. I think that this is after because his dad left with the key, and then the next episode or a couple episodes later, Aaron had the key. So
That
like,
makes sense.
they
Okay.
met up somewhere.
okay.
So I feel
Okay.
like this is post his mom getting, or post episode 1.
I think you're right. That timeline makes sense. I think what the sin is, so maybe the Titan ability is a part of the noble bloodline, and Aaron's dad was trying to give that ability to the common people.
Oh,
So the sin was trying to circumvent an
I have
ability. Or,
goosebumps. If that's if whether it's right or not, I have goosebumps.
すごいよヒストリア。もうこんなに読めるようになるなんて。だってお姉ちゃんが教えてくれるから。あ、ダメだ
So
よ。
that must be her sister, or
ヒストリアはもうちょっと
the
女
Titan
の子らし
girl.
くしないと。はい噛んで。お。はいよくできました。
Because that's not the woman she thought was her mom, is it?
女の子らしくって何？そうだね。女の子らしくっていうのはこの子みたいな女の子のことかな。クリスタ？そう。ヒストリアもクリスタが好きでしょ？うん。
クリスタはいつも他の人を思いやっている優しい子だからね。ヒストリアもこの子みたいになってね。この世界は辛くて厳しいことばかりだから、みんなから愛される人になって助け合いながら生きていかなきゃいけないんだよ。
じゃあ私お姉ちゃんみたいになりたい。
え？
私大きくなったらお姉ちゃんみたいになれるかな。
いいよ、いいよ、いいよ、そのままでいいよ。ごめんねヒストリア、もう時間になっちゃった。今日も私のことは忘れてね。また会う日まで。
They have a memory ability.
What do
They
you mean?
don't have to be in Titan form. Didn't you see what she just did?
I saw the flash. Oh, so she took her memory away.
Yes. Which is why they could
So
go.
that's her Titan ability, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's the family's Titan ability. Because you just saw them
yeah,
put a hand
right,
on
right.
Eren and
あの女の人誰？
どうしたヒストリア。
なんで今まで忘れてたんだろう。私は一人じゃなかった。私にはあのお姉さんがいた。私に本を読み書きを教えてくれた。優しくしてくれた。あの人のことを忘れるなんて。
フリーダと会っていたのか。
フリーダ。
その子が長い黒髪の若い女性であれば、おそらく彼女はフリーダ・レイス。お前の腹違いの姉だ。フリーダお前を気にかけ、時折面倒を見ていたようだな。お前の記憶を消していたのは、おそらくお前を守るためだ。
記憶を消す？
ああ、しかしそれも、ここで彼に触れたことで、記憶の蓋が開いたらしい。
ねえ、お父さん、フリーダお姉さんは今どこにいるの？会ってお礼が言いたいの。お姉さんがいなかったら私、あの時のことありがとうって伝えなきゃ。
フリーダはもうこの世にはいない。私には5人の子供がいた。しかし妻もフリーダを含む子供たちも全員5年前ここで彼の父親グリシャ・イエーガーに殺されたのだ。グリシャは巨人の力を持つ者だった。彼が何者なのかはわからないが、目的はレイスケが持つある力を奪うこと。グリシャが求めるその力とは、フリーダの中に宿る巨人の力だった。フリーダの巨人は全ての巨人の頂点に立つ存在、いわば無敵の力を持つ巨人だった。だがそれを使いこなすにはまだ経験が足りなかったようだ。フリーダは進化を発揮することなくグリシャに食われ、力は奪われてしまった。その上彼は我々一家に襲いかかった。レイスケを根絶やしにするためだ。14歳のディルクと12歳のエーベルを叩き潰し、10歳のフロリアンを抱えた妻ごと踏みつけ、最後は長男のウルクリンを握りつぶした。くしくもその場から生き残ったのは私だけだった。
そんな、お姉さんがどうしてそんなひどいこと。
Do we think this guy is reliable?
lies.
You think it's lies?
Lies, fake news.
Okay, I'm not completely trusting him.
He is trying to manipulate her
Yeah.
to get Aaron's power.
Because was that vision we saw last episode of Frida, was that the present? Like, I feel like she's still alive.
I think she's still alive too. I think Frida killed the family.
Or maybe he's trying to consolidate all this power within his own offspring.
Possibly.
I don't
buy that
trust
story.
him, no.
Yeah. He seems like a dirtbag.
Bokuto. I'm just kidding. Kenny.
何のんびりくっちゃべってんだあんたら。外はどえらいことになってるってのに。
ケニーか。何が起こった？
調査兵団がクーデターを企てて全兵団が寝返った。
Hold on. I'm confused.
Yeah, it's Kenny.
I understand that's Kenny. Was Rice not in the throne room?
No. It was a fat guy who kind of looked like him.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
when you were
so
saying that, oh, he got
confused.
away, I thought that's what you thought, but I was like, no. I don't think it was him, no.
I was like, they just let that guy walk away? Okay, that makes more sense.
So Kenny was employed by the Rice family
Yes.
to
Okay, so it was a Rice lookalike who was hanging out in there.
kind of.
だってバレちまったし、お偉方も全員逮捕された。大変めでてえ状況だよ。ここが見つかるのも時間の問題だ。さっさとやること済ましてくれ。
ああ、わかった。君たち対人制圧部隊は入り口の防備を固めてくれ。儀式を行うには君たちがここから離れることが必要だと言ったはずだ。
なんだ王様、怒っちまったか？悪かったよ。何しろ心配性なもんだな。
ケニー、君を信用しているぞ。行け。
俺もだよ、王様。
Backstabbing happening left, right, and center. And the definition of a pure Titan is one that has not eaten any humans and is stuck in that form. Like all of the dumb ones who can't go back and forth, like those are the pure Titans, right?
The ones who've eaten humans, just straight up humans,
Yeah,
are pure Titans.
that's what I think.
The
But-
female Titan, so who did Aaron eat?
Well,
Maybe
his
it
dad
is true that his dad ate Frida
Well,
and
this-
then
this-
Aaron ate his dad.
would seem to suggest that.
これからは一切の食事を下から摂取していただくことになっております。また、着用できる衣服は膝から下のものまでとします。そして週に一度は民衆の前でその姿を披露していただきましょう。美しい。これ以上の芸術作品は存在し得ないでしょう。何十年もかけて考案した甲斐があった。そしてあなた方が虐げた民の前でそのお姿を晒してようやくこの作品は完成を
It's taking a little far.
I was thinking that.
今に見てろよ。お前のその血は奴隷用の血が。我々陛下の血筋とは違ってな。お前はすぐに記憶を失い肺炎をしかさせらわれ。また同じ脅し文句を垂れたな。他のやつはないのか。
This is how
Zachary's
they
enjoying
control
this too
people.
much.
Yeah.
王政幹部は皆同じことを吐き寄ったぞ。お主と父君の仮説通りじゃ。レイスケは人類の記憶を都合よく改ざんできるというわけじゃ。しかも奴らを含む一部の血族はそれに影響されないといった口ぶりだ。
That's how you decide if you're noble or not.
そんなことか。レースがエレンの持つ叫びの力さえ手にすれば民衆の反乱なんぞこともなしというわけじゃ。その証拠に皆恥もせずベラベラと喋りよったわい。ぶたれるだけ損とばかりにの。
なるほど。そんな重要な情報さえ我々はいずれ忘れ
Kind
去
of
る。
cocky.
じゃがまあ、どのみちザックレーの手にかかり我らの拷問を受け続けた方がマシだったと思っておるだろう。わからんやつじゃ。あれが生涯を捧げてやりたかったことだとはのう。
He's a little unhinged.
知っていたのですか？
口が滑ったな。いかにも。ダリス・ザックレーの野望には感づいておった。 わしはお主と違って賭け事は好まん。またお主らと違って己よりも生き残る人類の数を尊重しておる。お主の提案に乗ったのはそれが人類にとって最善だと思うたからじゃ。その結果王政につくべきと風が吹けばザックレーと争うことも覚悟しとった。とまあわしらクーデター直後のお仲間同士でさえこのありさまじゃ。いつか人は争いをやめるとか誰かが歌っておったが、それはいつじゃ。
団長、総員準備が整いました。いつでも行けます。人類が一人以下まで減れば人同士の争いは不可能になります。
そんなへりくつが聞きたかったわけではないわい。
総員整列。これよりエレンおよびヒストリア奪還作戦を開始する。目
Does
標と
Historia
な
want to be
るレ
recovered
ス領
now?
地礼拝堂を目指す。
分かったか。切り裂きケニーだ。奴がいればそれが一番の障害になる。脅威の度合いで言えば敵に俺がいると思え。いや、あの武器がある分俺よりも厄介だ。
じゃあ無理ですよ。私たちじゃ。
兵団との合流を待つってのは
絶対ダメ。
そう絶対ダメだ。朝まで待ってたらエレンが食われちゃうかもだからな。
でも兵長の話を聞く限り弱点がないってわけでもないと思うな。
本当かアルミン。
うん。訓練は積んでても実戦に慣れてないならなおさら。
しかし一緒に暮らしていてそれしか切り裂きケニーの情報がないってどういうことだよリヴァイ。
悪いな。奴のフルネームも知ったばかりだ。ケニー・アッカーマンって名前らしいが、お前の親戚だったりしてな。
Was it Mikasa Ackerman? We were trying to figure out the last name and we...
生前の両親の話では、父の姓アッカーマン家は都市部で迫害を受けていたと聞きました。東洋人である母の一族は人種の違いからか町に居場所を失い、お互い壁の端の山奥に追い詰められた者同士が出会って夫婦となったのです。なぜアッカーマン家が迫害されていたのかは分かりません。
Because they can fight.
母のような人種的差異が父にあったようには見えませんでしたし。
お前、ある時突然力に目覚めたような感覚を経験したことがあるか？
あります。
It was Mikasa! When we were like, we've heard that last name, we thought it was Levi's last name.
The names are your job. You
I
dropped the
don't know
ball.
everybody's last name other
You
than
dropped the
Aaron.
ball. So do they have some sort of bloodline too? She didn't tighten out, but she got stronger.
Maybe they were persecuted because their bloodline are the ones who are able, the only
fight them.
pure humans who can defeat the Titans. And so that's why they were banished.
There's some sort of like super titan killer, or maybe they're immune to the
Scream. Well, no, that's
the mental erasing, but they're not titan. Like they hold some sort of other power.
So Kenny is related to her. He's a super fighter.
That's why he can work for Rice. His memory doesn't get wiped.
Well,
And
why would Rice want somebody like that working for him?
he might not know? Maybe he's playing along.
Maybe he's playing
Maybe
his own
he's gonna-
coup.
ケニー・アッカーマンにもその瞬間があったそうだ。ある時ある瞬間に突然バカみたいな力が体中から湧いてきて、何をどうすればいいかわかるんだ。その瞬間が俺にもあった。
Two moments of power against one.
話せよ、じいさん。あんた、もう死ぬんだろ？
ケニー、お前またケンペを殺したのか。
ああ。この辺りを嗅ぎ回ってた連中なら、畑の肥やしに生まれ変わったぜ。分家の方だが、南の志願しなくのあたりに移ったそうだ。ただそこにも商売の邪魔をする奴らが現れ
The
て、
Branch family, is that Jaeger?
貧しいままのようだ。一体どうなってる？
かつてのアッカーマン家は王側近の武家だったそうじゃねえか。それが今じゃ一族根絶やし寸前だ。
Where the Branch family
一
is
体何をや
Mikasa's
ればこ
family?
こまで王政に恨まれる。
Sure.
言えよ、孫が可愛くねえのか。
あの可愛かった孫が今じゃ都の化け物切り裂けケニーか。アッカーマン家は王政に恨まれてはおらん。ただ恐れられておる。王がアッカーマン家を操ることができなかった。
操る。
You're right.
わしとて全てを知るわけではない。だが確かなのは我々の一族がかつて王政の懐刀であり中枢の一つであったということだ。そして王は巨人の力を代々受け継ぎ保持しておる。
はあ、巨人の力を何だって。
その力は強大で人類すべての記憶を改ざんし過去を忘れさせることができる。少数の血族を除
Is that how they all wrangled them into one
その
spot?
中で王政に背を向けた家が2つあった。それが東洋の一族とアッカーマン家。
So Mikasa's a perfect match of
だから
both.
迫害よ。
むごい話だ。
メイドの土産にはならん話かもしれんが、やっと妹を見つけたよ。クシェルは地下街の商館で働いてた。客の子を身ごもってな。それを産むっつって聞かねえんだよ。たく、こんなクソみてえな世界に生まれたところで、一体どんな夢が見れるってんだろうな。
Is Levi the kid of his sister? So Kenny's his uncle?
I think so.
And he's related to Mikasa too?
Maybe distantly. Or he might be on the other side. But she's both.
No, Mikasa's dad is an Ackerman. Levi, what I'm gathering is Levi is Kenny's nephew. So Levi and Mikasa are related
They're
somehow.
cousins.
And that's why they're so the dynamic duo.
The picture's becoming clearer.
Okay, so Kenny is for sure planning to destroy the Rice family. He has to be.
Not if he's a mercenary. Not if he's just in it for the money.
I guess he was trying to kill Levi.
Yes. And he has to know.
So Levi, would Kenny know that they're related?
Yes. Kenny would know.
Do you think Levi knows?
I don't think Levi knows, but I think that's why Kenny trained
But they
him.
said that they were together in the underground, so maybe Kenny took him in.
Well, Kenny took him in, trained him.
Yeah, so wouldn't he have found out that they're related?
Not if he didn't tell him.
Well, doesn't Levi know his own last name? Oh my gosh, you guys. This is insane.
It's so
And
good.
the Asian bloodline is a whole other thing. What?
So Mikasa is the combination of two powerful bloodlines.
Two fighting blood. Oh my gosh.
Which makes sense because she's a badass.
She's savage.
隠し扉だ。エレンも敵もこの奥だろう。私が予想した通りの地形だといいんだが。
わざわざ寄り道して。
There's no way Rod fit in there. How big is this door?
敵は少なくとも7人以上。その中には当然リヴァイが含まれる。知っての通り、リヴァイは完全な奇襲を受けた上で我々の仲間を12人も葬った。
Never
そして
forget.
我々中央憲兵の本部も王政も制圧されてしまったらしいじゃ
Is
ない
that Dr. X?
厳しい状況だよ。この狭い世界じゃ投降した後に私たちを待ってるのは死んだ方がマシな日々だろう。でもそれってこの壁の中で生きてる限り同じことでしょ。叶いっこない敵がいていつ壁を破って私たちを滅ぼしに来るかわからない。私たちが憲兵を選んだのも中央憲兵を死亡しケニーの元に着いたのもそんな無意味な世界と無意味な人生に意味を見出すためならば最後まで信じてみよう。この世界を盤上ごとひっくり返すっていうケニーの夢を。よ
し、準備整いました。
Armin's made a bomb.
それでお前ら手を汚す覚悟の方はどうだ？良さそうだな。
Walking into a death trap.
But don't you think Kenny and them want the same thing? To just destroy the Titans?
This is the one problem with dreams. Everybody's got a different one and everybody thinks their version will be the best.
Yeah, but don't they want this? Their dream is the same.
Their dream probably has similar components, but it's not totally the same. The dream probably also involves both of them being in charge.
Who's both of them?
I'm talking about Kenny and Erwin.
Do you think Erwin cares about that?
I think he does.
Really?
Yes. That episode was unreal. Unreal.
My mind is spinning.
This is...
I don't trust Race's story.
I don't either. But I was gonna say, I'm a very patient person. Like, I'm not a binger. There is a very large part of me that just wants to hit play on the next episode right now.
Oh, they're just like, all the moving parts are like circling the same, axis right now.
And the crazy thing is, and this is always the way, it all comes down to humans. Like, it's not really about the Titans.
Never forget when we threw it out in season 1 that the Titans are humans.
Part of me thinks Kenny's gonna let them in.
Well, that is why I was like, they want the same thing, maybe. And then I was like, maybe Kenny will just let them in and then they can just...
Do you think Kenny would turn on his own team?
They're not gonna turn on the team. Kenny's the leader. Aren't they gonna just do what he wants?
Well, this is the problem with selling people a vision. If it's not what you believe, you might have some who are like, no, this is why I signed up, I'm gonna keep going.
So Mikasa's tying in, Levi's tying in, Kenny is tying in. They're like fighting
abilities,
mind control, immune people. Then we've got the royal bloodline of race, whatever. Like,
what a creative story. Like, what a...
Is there another line of Titans though? Like, what is Bertolt and Reiner's village?
Well, yeah, so we don't know how different Titans get their abilities. Like, where they come from. Are they random? Are they
How
whatever?
many bloodlines are there?
Yeah. How the bloodlines got started originally. You saw that Eren was injected with something. This is the thing that...
Dr. Jaeger also, like, we need a little more details.
If it's a bloodline thing, they shouldn't need to be injected. Unless the injection was to force Eren to transform. And he already had the bloodline.
But Rice said when he was explaining Dr. Jaeger that he was a human who wanted Titan powers. So it's leading me to believe that it was manufactured synthetically.
See, I heard that as he was already a Titan, but he wanted the Rice family power.
Okay.
But you could be right. I still think that he was experimenting because they didn't live like nobility. Like, they lived in the interpretation I get is that anybody with the Titan powers is immune to the memory thing, and those are the noble families. When you looked at where they lived, like, they weren't wealthy.
I didn't think it was like the ones who are immune. I think it's the ones who can wipe people's memories.
There's only one family. That's why he's the leader who can wipe memories. But the other noble families are, I believe, also Titans, or for whatever reason can't have their memories wiped, so he can't control them the same way. That's my understanding.
The other Titans.
The other noble families. That's why they're included in the council. That's what the ability to defend the memory erasing makes them noble. We'll have to find out.
Oh, wow.
So good. So good. I'm excited.
We've been waiting forever to hear about Dr. Jaeger. I need to sit with this for a minute.
Yeah, storyline and information. And I love that Armin made a bomb. I know that's a small detail, but...
It's all, now that, like, it's kind of becoming clear and we're seeing a little bit through the mist, I'm like, how much are we seeing through the mist? Is there another roadblock up right after that? Like, how many layers deep is this onion, Let us know what you're thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just overwhelmed right now, so...
Someone clarified the noble memory piece, because I think that's very important that we have that right.
Yeah. Help us out if we have been led astray. if we're floundering off on the side here, which is a very real possibility. But other than that, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and we are going to be back after we have
In 10
digested
minutes.
this. Yes. Bye.